Okay, so think about this for a second. The first 10 seconds of a James Bond movie, the lights go down. The story hasn't even started yet, you know. You don't know the villain, you don't know the plot, but you are. You're already glued to your seat. Maybe it's that iconic gun barrel sequence, or, you know, maybe it's one of those insane cold opens, a motorcycle chase across rooftops, a ski fight on a cliff. Before you have any context at all, the filmmaker has your attention. Why? Because it's a massive pattern interrupt. It's this powerful, immediate signal to your brain that just screams, pay attention. This is different. Hey. Now, think about the last email you sent to your donor list. Was it the James Bond intro? Or was it, you know, the predictable text-filled opening credits that everyone has just learned to ignore? See, our brains aren't built to pay attention to everything. They're built for survival. And to survive, they have to filter out the predictable, the sameness, all the noise, and lock on to the new, the surprising, the signal. This isn't just some powerful movie trick. It's a fundamental principle of human neuroscience. It's the single biggest breakthrough in modern AI.
And it is the one thing most of our fundraising is, well, tragically and fundamentally getting wrong. Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we are asking a really fundamental question. Are you the signal or are you the noise? Our mission is to explore how this concept of attention, which is, you know, completely revolutionizing AI, translates directly into effective donor engagement strategies for organizations like yours.
And this approach is absolutely critical to understanding fundraising today. So welcome to this edition of Beep that's behind each and every product, covering the latest products and features right here in our platform at Click and Pledge. We, the team here, really recommend starting this deep dive with the neuroscience. You mentioned the donor's brain is an intention mechanism, and it's trained for survival. Its core job is simple: ignore the repetitive and identify the change.
And the efficiency of that filter is, well, it's terrifying. If something is a repetitive pattern, the brain just decides it doesn't need an update. No new threat, no new opportunity. So
it allocates zero attention. We have to understand, when donors are scrolling through their inbox, they aren't looking for things to read, they're looking for things to delete because they're just overwhelmed by sameness.
And that is the fundraising problem we see over and over again. When we analyze standard nonprofit communications, they seem optimized for one thing.
Predictability.
Exactly. They're pure noise.
So what specifically makes up that noise in the inbox? What does that look like? Well, it's the template that hasn't changed in 5 years. It's the generic greeting, dear friend.
Good friend.
Right. It's that identical banner asking for a general donation to the general fund. And it doesn't matter what that specific donor last supported. The organization has established a pattern, and the donor's brain is now fully trained to skip it.
So when organizations rely on these, you know, generic mass market communications, they aren't just missing opportunities, they're training the donor's brain.
Yes, training it to categorize them as noise. You are confirming again and again that there is no relevant signal, no change worth pausing for.
You've become the background hum of the internet.
Precisely. And to understand how to fix this, we suggest looking at the breakthrough that redefined modern AI, the attention mechanism.
Okay, so this is where we bridge the neuroscience and the technology. Before this mechanism, the older AI models, they treated every single piece of information with equal weight, right?
That's right. They didn't know which data was important and which was irrelevant for the task at hand. If an AI was trying to process, say, an entire book, it treated the word "the" with the same importance as the main character's name.
So it was just drowning in data.
Completely drowning, because all information was initially treated as undifferentiated noise.
The attention mechanism, then, was the game changer, because it let the AI dynamically calculate relevance. It taught the system to find the signal for that specific query.
Exactly. Think about that famous sentence: the animal didn't cross the street because it was too tired.
Okay.
An old AI model might look at street and animal equally when trying to figure out what it refers to, but the attention mechanism learns to assign a high attention weight to animal.
Because streets can't be tired.
Because streets can't be tired. And the crucial insight here is this: the AI is successfully ignoring 99% of the surrounding text, the noise, to resolve the single 1% piece of data, the signal that it needs for the task.
So the strategy isn't to get more data. It's actually to get better at ignoring the irrelevant data. That is a radical shift for fundraising.
It is, because the tendency is always to use the whole list for every ask.
So we accept the donor's brain is this precise attention filter, and we see how AI finds relevance. Then we need a human equivalent, a psychological mechanism for our fundraising query.
And we recommend using Mentalizing as that human equivalent.
Okay, but hold on. Isn't mentalizing just, another word for personalization or segmentation? Organizations have been doing that for decades. How is this actually different?
That is a really important distinction. Standard segmentation is static. All donors over $500 or all donors in California.
It's a demographic filter.
It's a demographic filter, which is still noise if the message isn't relevant right now. Mentalizing is dynamic. It's contextual. It's the human process of attributing state, context, and relevance.
So the AI asks, of all this data, what's relevant right now?
And the Mentalizing query asks, of all the actions this donor has taken, what is relevant to this specific person's journey right now?
So it's not about their address or gift size in general. It's about their immediate behavior and relationship with a specific project. It's trying to get inside the donor's perspective.
Exactly. You are looking for context and relevance, which is what the donor is craving. I mean, the AI's attention is a statistical, cold, unfeeling replica of this powerful human process. We have the capacity for empathy, for genuine recognition.
We have to use it.
We have to use it. We must stop querying our systems with who should we ask for money and start with how do we show this donor that we saw their specific recent action.
That shift in the query, that's the whole difference between being noise and being a signal. Let's make this practical. Let's look at the contrast.
Okay, scenario 1, the same communication. This is the traditional approach. No, mentalizing, all noise.
Right. So who is it sent to? List. All 10,000 donors. What's the internal query?
We need to hit our quarterly goal. Who should we ask for money?
And the message is just broad. Our spring campaign is on. Please give today.
And the donor's brain processes this in milliseconds. It recognizes the template, the generalized language, the predictable ask.
The response is just noise.
I've seen this. This isn't about me. Delete. You have just taught their brain to allocate zero attention to you next time. You are the street, not the animal.
Okay, now let's look at scenario 2, the different communication, the signal, driven by deep mentalizing.
The query here is radical. We're mentalizing. Who just had a meaningful recent interaction but hasn't received a contextual update about the impact of that action.
This is a behavioral query, not a demographic one.
Exactly. And our attention filter kicks in. We suggest the system ignores the 9,900 general contacts and focuses only on the 100 people who specifically donated to the dog kennel renovation fund 2 weeks ago.
We're ignoring 99% of the list because, for this signal, they are irrelevant.
And the message is highly specific. It might say, you're one of the few people whose generosity made our new kennel possible. We just wanted to send you this photo of the first dog, Buddy, who found a home in that new space because of you.
And here is the absolutely crucial part.
Yes.
There is no ask in this email.
Absolutely no ask. You are not asking for money. You are proving that you saw them. You are delivering impact. You are delivering relevance.
The donor's brain just goes, change detected.
Instantly. This is not the standard request. This is about me. They know who I am. Attention is paid. The trust bond is strengthened. And you have just become a powerful signal for the future.
So, practically speaking, for organizations, mentalizing isn't just a soft skill. It's a data strategy. It means segmenting based on recency and project behavior, not just total donation size.
Yes, and it requires your systems to be set up to recognize and communicate with that 1% who need a specific update.
Even if it means ignoring the 99%.
Yep. Especially then. If your system isn't allowing you to run behavioral queries like, show me everyone who donated to Project X in the last 30 days but hasn't received an update, then you are structurally limited to producing noise. The tech has to support the strategy.
So ultimately, the core lesson from AI's attention mechanism holds true. Your donors, they aren't ignoring you because they're stingy. They are ignoring your sameness.
They are starving for difference. They want you to prove you dynamically calculated their relevance.
Mentalizing is the human mechanism that provides that context, making you the signal they pay attention to.
Stop trying to reach everyone with the same message. Start recognizing the specific actions of the few.
Don't just be in their inbox. Be the one change they notice. So we encourage you, maybe right now, to review your last 3 communications and ask yourself, did this show the donor that we saw their specific journey? Did it pass the brain's change detection test?
For more information about this and all Click and Pledge products, make sure to visit clickandpledge.com and request for a one-on-one training or demo. Whether you are a client or just curious about our platform, just ask us. We will gladly get together with you to chat.
And don't forget to subscribe to this deep dive to stay up to date with all the latest and greatest features of the Click and Pledge Fundraising Command Center.